The nation of the 5% was started by
I got you.
black man who he started this in 1964. This school was obtained in 1967. We teach the black man yourselves. I mean, it's gone unequivocally. A lot of what we teach, especially that particular science, for the lack of a better term, is is unorthodox or non-traditional. Yeah, unorthodox too, because that would be the same thing. No, it's non-traditional. You know, but history best serves that we are. You come from the motherland. You know, history best serves, man, eons prior. You know, we squared off land for people. This is where we was at, actually. And then later on, the intervention of Europeans and whites came. And not only did you take me, right, in 1421, and then 1555, right, you took me in these two instances and during this period, but you took my people and then you stripped them, right? You actually took me from Africa, right, to the Caribbean, then to America, the triangle, right? 1, 2, 3, tries 3. So you took me here, brought me down here, and then when I get to America during this period, this is what they teach us. Oh, the first 20 slaves came in Jamestown, Virginia in 1619, right? But there's a 64-year period. 1555 to 1619, in or around that period, by this particular guy named John Hawkins, who was on this slave ship called Good Ship Jesus. Yeah, good. What'd you say?
I said SS.
Okay, no, you was straight. You was almost there. You know, a naval, you know, yeah, but the Good Ship Jesus. That was, you know, and he was commissioned by England. All right, so we're here. They took us. You know, we a lot of us already know. Some of us know the history, the barbarity, man. I mean, there's no form of slavery or horrific circumstances that comes close to, that comes close to this other than Hiroshima and Nagasaki. They dropped the bomb and just bomb. But even those that was able to survive, I came out of Japanese. No, I gift key. Right. Your that name was taken from you. Name is gift key, nigga. Your name is John now. My name is John. I own you. No. I took you from here. See, gift key come from this name, from this land, right? But I took you and broke you down here. When I get you here, you John. Now, yeah. Some remnants of our history. So knowledge was taken. We was just reiterating some of us who were just coming in, what we were just referring to, what we were talking about. So we lack knowledge. Reduced to the field, like almost an animal. You know what I mean? However, so different people came in different periods to get here in America to give us the knowledge. And one of them was, again, Master Fard Muhammad. There was a lot of people, Noble Drew Ali, Marcus Garvey. There were other historians, other people, minor and major, that were integral parts of giving us the knowledge. You know, then the Nation of Islam, definitely, they were a major
building block.
Yes, thank you, God, for that. A building block for the knowledge of black people here in the shores of North America. The Nation of Islam started in 1930, 1934. Master Fard Muhammad was here for 3.5 years. And then he gave me the book again, God, so I can just kind of, you know, then he gave the knowledge to this gentleman, this black man, you know, who became the messenger. The most honorable Elijah Muhammad. And Allah, after coming out of the Korean War, went into the mosque, him and his woman, and he, excuse me, he entered the mosque and then later on decided to leave and start the Nation of Gods and Earth, also known as the 5%. we teach, again, like I was telling the class, education that will enable us to be self-sufficient as a people. Our name, our languages are associated with the knowledge of who we are. Your brother just said his name is Born Supreme, Wise Supreme, Majestus, Born, Allah Infinite, right? God, Allah, Shah, and a host of other names. We ain't gonna discount my brother. Peace to him. Tony and Sudan and all these brothers are principal players also. Again, because again, it's about cultural commitment. I know some people. We have lessons, right? So and this is important. I'm glad you're here too. And we'll go here. 7th degree in this particular 7th degree in this lesson, 1 to 14, lost and found Muslim lesson. And why the devil call our people African? Interesting. And to make our people here, North America, the people of that continent, only people having it, all savages. And he put his trading posts in the jungles of that continent. The original people living in that continent, they want slave names from civilization, live a jungle way of life. The original people call this continent Asia, the devil calls it Africa to try to divide us. He wants us to all think that we are different. I'm quoting a degree. For some instances, some people listen to this degree and like, what does he mean? Actually, the actual name of Africa is Akabulan, right? Afri was the name in central northern location, Afri, right? Africa. Well, actually, Africa, if you go into etymology, not trying to means hot, and Frika means something negative from Greek. Forgot the definition. Yes.
I just heard like something different, right? This is something I picked up somewhere that the name Africa came from the dude
Scipio Africanus. No. Africa.
Feeding animals.
Yeah. Okay. You're right. In northern Carthenia. It's called the Punic Wars,
right.
From 245 to 218
Very
BC.
Important war.
Yeah, just in North Africa, it's called Tunisia, right? Mm-hmm. So what happens there? No, this place was already called Africa. Africa was an honorary name given to them because Numidia was Africa, Carthenia was Tunisia. That's Africa.
Right.
So these places that they took over because the purpose of that war was the sea and the trade, and then the problem, the problem with the problem was the maritime trade, right? The problem was the maritime trade. What happened? He killed his father, right? And then he took over, and then he crossed the Alps and did that. That messed their head up. He went all the way around.
Tear them boys up.
Yeah, he was. He was a formidable opponent, to say the least. In fact, conquered all of Italy except for Rome, and that's what got them scared. And got Scipio in there. So maybe there's somebody. He's knocking us off. He's not. The last one was the elephant troops, and he's in Naples, right? You know why he's there. He's picking up other tribesmen and people from different areas to do what they're doing, right? Whites and whoever. You know what I mean? Because so he got almost all the way there, and then what they did was they said, okay, send some ships back to his homeland.
And polluted the people over there.
No, he was conquering. Because all his people were here. Yeah. Most of his warriors.
Well,
people here.
That were funding him. They said that's what I heard. That's how he got defeated, because the dude, they couldn't do nothing with him in the field. So they had the dude Scipio came up with this thing where he circled around and went and did something with
What he did was simultaneously, while I'm fighting you here, you get words that I'm taking over where you live.
Right.
That's important. I got to go back home eventually.
Right.
So when I leave there, the troops is broken. Rome ain't nothing to play with neither.
Right.
Your enemy wasn't playing.
Right.
I'm conquering the known world too. Right? So he goes back, but then he finds himself like overwhelmed, right? Oh shit, they about to like you won't be leaving here from Carthage to go back over here to Italy to that war. So while he's fighting, he understands I'm about to be conquered, right? So he poisoned himself, according to the story.
Yeah.
Right. You know, instead of letting you capture me, because I know you're going to do me filthy,
Right.
I'm going to take my own life.
Right.
Right? You know what I mean? Then that, you know, so, but Serpico, that just like Leo Africanus, they go, oh, they named that, no. Africa, again, Afri was in that particular area. But if you go into etymology, which is the history where words come from, the Latin and Greek. Right.
And you said it was Africa?
Yeah, well, close. The hot area, this is Afri, hot.
Right.
And then Frika was a Greek term.
Okay.
That had something to do with wicked people. I'm sorry, I'm not sure the exact, I'm close though, of the exact
Terminology.
meaning, yes, but I'm close. Right? Egypt. Egyptos, that was the Greek, land of the blacks. Actually, that area, Kemet, right?
Right.
You know, that particular area, you know, the different names, you know, we had different names, but when you go back, you'll find that back, Akibulan was the name of Africa, right? And then that came later. Now again,
Say that name again.
Akibulan. Alkeban, something like that there. I got up on him through Joseph Ben Johanan, the black man of Nile and his family. That was the name of that book. Right. But yes, yeah, Rob, there you go. You there. So that, yes. But what I'm trying to say to the brother I went there was because but to cause separation.
It right here, when I looked it up, Ipuka, it was saying meaning sunny.
Right. Which one? Which part? No, which part? I'm listening to you.
It says the root word for Africa. Other theories for the origin of the spelling of Africa stems from the adjective for the Africa. In Latin, Afra means black or dark,
right,
or Africa meaning sunny. The spelling of the Africa originated from the Greek word Phrike.
Right. All right. Yes, thank you. And what are they saying about the Greek word, though? What are they saying that means?
Combined with a negative prefix, Africa means land free of cold or horror.
Okay, close. I was close. Somewhere around there. Yeah, somewhere around there. Okay, so thank you for that. The technology.
Yeah, I was curious.
You have to go to the library to find that out. You can go. You can Google things now. Yeah. Turn my phone on. Google Africa. Spell it. You know. Yes.
Like I said, we are down. We are DNA downloading information. So I went there to see what they downloaded.
Okay. Absolutely. So again, going back. So not only was this happening, right? And then we went through like the periods we're talking about, the Punic Wars. Went through but that was nothing in comparison to what. Fast forward, what would happen to us as us taken from our homeland. That was in any annals of human history, the most horrific. The most horrific. And your knowledge was taken, right? And knowledge had to come over here. Or the knowledge that was here had to be born and given to us. You know, because again, there were other people. You can't discount my brother, Arterial Schomburg, and all these other people. You know, what's my man's name? During that period, that was a historian. Should be J.A. Rogers and the rest of the whole host of them. You know what I mean? Yeah, that was one of my first.
I advanced heard of him.
Yeah, absolutely. You know what I mean? You know, and the host. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, a host. Yeah, and he's good because he's blacks in Asia, blacks in Africa, blacks in Europe. Blacks in America.
You said J.A. Rogers?
Yeah, J.A. Rogers, absolutely. He wrote a host of books.
He got a host, yeah.
Yeah, from Superman to Man, Nation Knows No Color Line, World Men of Great Colors, that links you back to the homeland. You know, again, let me tell you, here's my favorite thing. See, I wrote the history. See, I'm using myself as an example. I'm writing your history. So I'm gonna write what I want. I'm not gonna tell you about Born Supreme came and he taught you, and Mine did this, and Jabari did, no. You was a slave. Okay, your history goes, this is how we was taught. You were taken from Africa, right? You were savages there. And then we took you over here. That was bad, yeah. Bad white people, oh. And then we made you slaves. We're sorry. 16, 19, 20 y'all came over here, and then after that, you know, and went to 1863, 65 later. See, because they had it under this pressure 1863. We were still slaves 2 years after the emancipation. So the emancipation wasn't really until 1865 when we had to go into Texas to actually, yeah, it wasn't until 1865 that they had to go into Texas and free us. Because even after the Lincoln writes this, and they enacting the law. Now, I'm in Texas. What, we ain't doing that? Absolutely not. Right?
I like the lifestyle.
Right. So then they had to be, the cavalry had to come in and free us. And then fast forward, it wasn't until like last week, hypothetically, that we celebrate Juneteenth. Because again, history had to be, that was crushed to the earth, had to be risen and taught to us.
Resurrected.
Some people didn't even know that. Right now, you get days off as a result of that, from the jobs and schools and whatever. But that came from brothers like Born Supreme and Wise and them fighting. Like, no, we ain't doing that. You know what I mean? And the reason why they did that, because there's no escaping that history. Like you can't say that didn't happen.
Yeah.
So okay, oh, you know what? You're right. We are the world, kumbaya, Juneteenth, days off from work and school and all that, you know. And then I have a problem with that. Because again, lack of knowledge. Here's what we do, like Kwanzaa. You commercialize June 15th, like I'm selling shirts. You're not flat, do say, man, Juneteenth, get we all together now, and don't want to take. This is what you're supposed to do. No music.
Fast.
No, we not only we not working, even you didn't give me a date, we're not working. Black solidarity. We're shutting you down.
Yeah.
You recognize it, thank you, but I'm gonna show you further. We go redo King thing. See, 'cause that's what King did. They hurried up and we recognize you now. I stopped riding your buses. I stopped going to your stores. I'm a minority. It's more me than it is of you. So we stop going to your store. Yeah, you want to talk now.
Yeah.
Excuse me, information, talk to you and your people, please. We didn't know that. Yeah, no, absolutely. So we went through an unfortunate series of events. Okay, I'm not saying there were strides. Even from the time that we got the knowledge, the 5%. The law came, I always bring up those two facts before some of y'all came in here. We got knowledge in 1964. The school here in 1967. These were two turbulent times. We got the knowledge. Again, they were still sicking dogs on you. You lived in abject poverty.
Water hosing you down?
Yeah, all kinds of stuff. But, so the knowledge came, and what the knowledge does is, who am I in my relationship to this universe? Right. Because again, when I tell people that I know, I get it. I'm not, at first when I was a young man, I get upset when people were upset with me saying that. God. But then you have to understand, centuries of people believing in Jesus. Our degrees say that Jesus
is our righteous brother.
Right. My righteous brother who was a prophet. Right. What piece of brother? He's my Lord and Savior. I love. Okay. Got you. I got you. We get dramatic with it. That's only because we're rhythmic. We're the best conduit and vehicle to express that pimp game. I'm sorry. I know people listening to this on YouTube now. Oh, I'm glad you back. I know these comments gonna be like blasphemy. Look at him. Y'all know I be falling out with you. I love you, him, man. I know these comments gonna be like, yo, how dare you? People who don't have to listen will listen and say, you know, I mean, but no problem, I'll prove it to you. Like, simple, simple. 1 and 1 is,
Two.
right, check this one. I told the brother, yeah, my man, he went back home. Okay, I know we say home is the essence of life, because life. So I said, home where? God just took him, and I said, okay. Now, again, I'm not here to disparage people.
Duke it out.
Yeah, right, okay, I get you, okay, yeah, because he did leave here. That's a fact. Where did he go? You know what I mean? Because you kept going there, he kept hitting me with that one. Then we said, do you have any information that accurately reflect that there's a home, like when I leave here, Saran, my big brother, hypothetically, is going to welcome me. Oh, you welcome to heaven. Can you show me, other than this book, that we do use, I mean, you know, in our degrees, but we understand its origin. You know, because again, I'm sorry. He took this pen, wrote the Bible and that, but then he's a thief. He's a good thief.
King James Version.
Yeah, he took the thief. You know, you get the 42 negative confessions that come out of Kemet, which is northern Egypt. You know, in that area, and they did the 10 Commandments. Isis, Horus, Osiris. These were signs and symbols. Jesus, you know, the Father, Son, Holy Ghost.
Right.
He robbed. But because
12th degree.
you know, because he came, see, you wasn't given this, you know, I hear you. We got some beautiful, I'm gonna tell you, man, we some beautiful, your people, and all of us, at home and abroad, are some beautiful people, well, make no mistake about that one. But check this one in. When he came, he always came this way. And he still does today.
Mercenary, military.
And mercenary. Yeah, you put your stuff in there and leave it. Yeah, that's how he came. And that's how he came to us. Where you from?
Ivory Coast.
Ivory Coast. How he came to Ivory Coast? Got up the boat. Sorry. Yeah, we can make a whole lot of noise. I made a lot of noise too when he came over. Yeah, no, this way. Then push that up. Then push this one up. Yeah, this one, we do it like this. Okay, I'm sorry, y'all. I know I'm just like all over the place right now.
No, you're good.
I'm just showing you.
You're a good teacher.
I'm setting up training post. I get off the boat, the Ivory Coast. The brother and his family, like, you can help you? Oh. We just got here. Yeah, what's the name of your ship? Worship Jesus. You know, I mean, his people, yeah, we're not Christian. It's not our culture. We don't deal with that barbarity. First of all, you killed 20 of my people just before you got to the dock from the filth and the smell. You unhygienic being you. Yeah, you bring pestilence and disease here. If I could shake your hand, 5 of my men died. Yeah, then when we get to, we're able to discern what it is you want. You set up the trading post. So let me come with the, you know, with the mercenary. Yeah. How you doing? So we have, because again, these are my forks and knives. Even my hands. You know, what's savagery? No, it's not. That shit you doing, putting a fork in your mouth is savagery. You cutting your, I don't even know that's what was taught. That's etiquette. That wasn't the culture in some places. To this day they do. And I'll be honest with you, with the knowledge of myself, when I see some of my brothers, well, look, he eating with his hands, oh!
It's a lot of people.
Because you're used to just your culture.
Yeah, that's
I've been to Ghana. I'm going back there next year. Eating the fufu and sitting down with my brothers and, you know, going to Kumasi and Accra and, you know, speaking the language and, you know, just being immersed in that culture. And even there I was like, see, you're so Americanized. Yeah, you are. I got you, no question. Yeah, I'm sorry. I know. I got to Africa. See, they ain't different. Like, you know, they got the stores and, you know, they got the little shops with the stores and whatever. I'm looking for the bodega. Ain't no book stores around here. Everybody, my American ass mind. You know, yeah. True living God. Yeah. Yeah. So I get there, and then because I'm like, you got a fork? How you eating that like that?
It's your hand.
Use your hand. The bowl there, after you eat, you. So, I had to tell myself, I talk to myself, stop, stupid. I had to talk to myself, stop, because this is not America.
Yeah.
This is a whole other culture. Then we got there. After I'm learning, speak the language, the Kwaba, and to say aye, we talking, we speak a little language, I'm getting a familiarity, right? I'm finding we revisit history, right? We're dealing with that, but then the 3 M's. So he comes mercenary. I'm trading with you. I'm here actually because the objective is to get the people. Two major crews I need to get. I need to get them, and then I'm good. And then all else will follow. Right? But along the way, then I find, and I go to his home, okay, the mercenary's not working because his people like, we don't do any forks and knives. And I'm not stupid. When I discern what it is you want, no, we're not doing that. Okay. Did you know? Did you see the good word, brother? Did you know? Okay, hold on. Give me the book here. So we're gonna demonstrate this thing here today. You don't know about the good word? Jesus came and saved you? Yes, he came. He came. You brute savage. He came to save you. You know what I mean? He died on the cross for your sins. You got off this boat, killed 20 of my men from your smell. I'm not stupid. Don't say in the book that God would put, himself in a clean vessel. You're filthy as the day is long. Right? But this is what you hit me with. Then when you see I'm not doing that either.
The arms.
Yeah, then I'm coming with the military. I've already, while we're doing this, circled the area and strategically looked. That's how I come. It is 2:40. That's being done today.
Yeah.
Differently. I mean, it was done,
Have you under surveillance?
Right, no question. So, and then when I take from you land, name, identity, I give you the cross and whatever, then we fast forward, you hear me say, oh, the black man is God, no, I'm bear witness to that because, blasphemy. I get why you say that. There's nobody to this day. They even patterned, the pimp game that is from us too. You got mega churches and stuff because you Kepler, St. Dollar, and T.G. Jakes and all them. You know what I mean? And May is Christian. Right? May is Christian. Then we get here because you had also you have to understand you have the southern Mediterranean Europeans that were going other places, but from Spain and all these other areas, conquering, and doing their thing and promoting this cross that has its root in the creating of religion of 325 AD. People ain't trying to hear that. And I get it. So, fast forward, we're slaves, came up out of that, made that, then we came up out of that through the vehicles and vessels of different knowledges that came. Right? More importantly, since you're here at the law school, welcome again, brother. We teach a knowledge of knowing who we are and our relationship to everybody. You my brother. You'd be surprised how many of my own brothers from Africa I have to argue with to tell them I'm your brother. Wow. What? Get away from me. You're not my brother. Wow. I said, what? I'm listening to them, man. You have to re-equate them with history. I'm sure I'm not saying, we ain't got to go. What part of the globe are you from in Africa? Wow, you serious? right? The Haitians come from a place called Benin, West Africa, where the French went and did their thing. Y'all some beautiful people, man, and
The seventh degree, dog.
and sent to why they call them African, and sent them to Haiti, and then fortunately, you know, our brother, they still to this day hot with Toussaint Louverture, and that's what he did to them. We're not doing. He did the Hannibal thing. Only he just like, well, we just take it, shut up, we ain't playing. We're not playing with you. We're not playing. Kicked them out. Bow. They was, and they feed us with that one to this day, unfortunately. But like all things, I'm gonna dumb them out too over there. I'm gonna dumb them out. The name of the game, dumb you out, let me water down, you know, that situation. We fighting each other.
They run the same play on us every time.
Yeah, they're different.
They just keep running
different characters.
They just change the...
Yeah, just different characters.
Okay, absolutely, Ralph, absolutely.
Yeah, different
Yes, sir.
characters.
It's like in the 14th degree where it says, why does the devil teach you keep our people illiterate? Why does the devil
14th
teach you
degree?
keep our people illiterate? That's what it asks the 14th degree.
Not the 14th degree. No, not the 14th
Not the
degree.
14th.
That's the quality, right?
Yeah, 6.
Six.
Okay, I got you though.
I'm saying the 14th degree and the 6th is asking that today.
No, not the 14th degree. The 14th degree, I mean, it's one of the 14th.
I'm saying it's 1 to 14th, the 6th degree, dog.
Right.
Right, my mind is going a little too fast.
Okay, just take your time, that's all.
All right, what I'm trying to say is what's going on today is that right there. Why does the devil teach and keep our people illiterate?
Why does he?
You're explaining it all right now.
Yeah, so he can use the word two also a slave. He keeps them blind until they can master them. Like your blade, you brought that up too.
Put the plugs back in.
Illiterate means, why you gonna put the plugs back on?
Because I can hear better with this.
Okay. It's gonna be big brother. No, spell ignorant.
And the 42nd degree, the 6th.
And he's my younger brother. Born, man. Spell ignore.
Excuse me?
Yeah, born spring. Yeah.
G.
No, yeah, spell ignore.
Okay, I,
G.
N, O, R, E.
And you can't spell the word ignorant without spelling the word ignore. So every time I ignore some truth, every time I don't want to listen, you put yourself, you know, why the devil keep and teach our people illiterate? So he can use it for a tool or so a slave to keep you blind so he can master you. Illiterate means ignorant.
Illiterate means ignorant.
Today's mathematics is right. Again, that's
In the
our
46th
language we
degree,
speak
the 60th
mathematics.
degree, that's what it was.
Right? The language we speak is mathematics.
Supreme mathematics.
Right, and they're associated. Mathematics is only associated with numbers because mathematics is a universal principle of truth. And it knowledge is one, you know, from its rudimentary standpoint.
It's our science of life.
And top 5 is power, right? So today's knowledge power, today's the 15th, is knowledge power, right? So, but for some people it's the 15th. It might have been, you know what, man, I'm here for a little while. Let me see what they're talking about here. The 15th, I got like 15 more minutes before I do whatever I got to do. Let me come in. That was on your agenda. But if you ask Wise, yo man, Pete, what's today's date? Wise could tell you, or Born Supreme in them, or Law Infinite, Infomega. It's knowledge power, right? And then they go go into the science of what knowledge means, its relationship to power, and how equity means equality. It's all over. How I'm making this knowledge manifest.
To be fair, yeah.
Right, you know what I mean? And right, so from the Gregorian calendar, it's the 15th. But for us, we speak supreme mathematics. So it's always from that standpoint, supreme, because that means the Most High.
And it's supreme alphabet.
Yeah, supreme, yes, indeed. Again, the 5% would go to school, be an integral part of the world that you live in. Here, Allah, the leader of the 5%, taught us to go to school.
The teacher.
Right, after all these things I just named, and what they're doing to you, like Ralph did, excellent, knowing that they are Right. In fact, in school here, unfortunately, of course, history has been immersed almost because of our struggles and fight to show the importance of the richness of our history and how we are the fathers and mothers, and not to do it from a fake bravado standpoint, but to show you I am the father and I am the mother of civilization, and you took this from me, and now you twisted it to make it look I'm some average nigger. No, my man. In fact, they reversed affirmative action, which was, I believe, and do me a favor, Born, look up there the year affirmative actions was enacted. Yeah, because I don't know that one. I need to know that what year. But they go all over here sometime. So and affirmative action was the right for you allowing blacks to come in, listen, on their merit. Because when I wanted to go to college, right? Because again, I told you where we came from. Some of our mothers and fathers many moons ago, and some now, man, never went to pull their resources together to get their children into school. And they did it because they made sure they're born and so.
I'm ready for you.
Okay, go, please.
Affirmative action was first created from Executive Order 10925, which was signed by President John F. Kennedy on 6 March 1961, and required that government employers not discriminate against any employees or applicant for employment because of race, creed, color, or national origin, and take affirmative actions to.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, so not from work, but school.
Oh, it says such as education.
Right. Okay. Thank you.
And employment. Right.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you. No, you're correct. Thank you.
And employment, he said.
It got some more historical and internationally support for affirmative action was sought to achieve goals such as bridging inequalities in employment and pay increased access to education, promoting diversity, and redress wrongs, harms, and hindrance.
Okay. So affirmative actions, right? Because thank you for that excellent reading. I'm gonna tell you why that's important. Because on our sojourn here, after being taken from the homeland, from close to 500 years, right? We were still during this particular period in the 60s, 61. I wasn't allowing you affirmative action. So if you work and there's you and 3 other white men, I need to treat you equally and fairly. And especially if I'm seeing your resume, right? This is a man who's qualified, well credentialed. He's coming with experience. $2 an hour. What's your name? Robert Splitting-Gates? $12 an hour. What's your name? Tony, where you from, Tony? Okay, no, that nigga gets $3.
That's right. That's how I want it.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. But I got shut the fuck up. I'm the white man. You talked back to me in 1961.
They were still calling you colored.
Yeah, somewhat then. You still had our young brothers. Apparently, they were tired of that. No, I'm tired. And we should overcome kumbaya. We ain't doing that. I'm done. Yeah, and then they just took it there. Then you had the legal minds or whatever. So, all right, so they enacted this law. Just recently, the Supreme Court, which is the highest court in the land, reversed affirmative action. The same order and legislation in schools.
Wow.
Yeah.
That you come and then it's mind-boggling because you had black Republicans, my brothers, right? Who said, and there were 2 words I learned too, and there's different synonyms. Meritocracy and meritocracy, but has something to do on your merit, right? That you should be coming to school on your merit, not I should be giving you a favor to come to school because you're black, and that's a form of discrimination. Check out. I'm gonna tell you where that came from. Stratagem. So, because you don't want to vote, because you pro-black, see a lot of them show down, because you weaponize the melanin of your skin. You didn't want to vote for these three brothers to get into office. So now John Splivengate got his people. Because you further didn't want to do that, then I got them in here. You know, we need to protest today, and we will. No, why didn't you pull the lever? That's the old school. They do the electronic thing now. You know, yeah. And just, well, okay, bet. Get enough of you all together. 17 million plus.
2
2 million
million.
Indians.
Making the total.
19 million.
Right here. I mean, that number's greatly different now. I'm sorry. That's a 1934 almanac, by the way. You know, so we know that number's great. Yeah, come, right? Because now, once I've got all my people in place, right? Then, when I become president, guess what I do? I'm able to appoint who I need to appoint in the Supreme Court, in the highest court of the land. That's the court. That's called the court of last resort. You know, after that, that's a wrap. I reverse that. The only time you get back into my court is you have to go through a series of arguments. And what he did was, strategically, while I'm setting my people in place, then I'm going to set other people, I'm going to have them go to Brown and all these other historical black colleges and say, excuse me, hey Mr. Tony, how you doing? My name is, Tony Parker, and I want to go to, I'm going to go to school. Well, we don't be trying to get Y Supreme, and your name again, big brother? Get hit in school, right? Oh, okay, bet. And when enough of that is done, then it shows they argue that you were discriminatory, which you weren't, and that affirmative action was discriminatory toward whites also. So their legal argument that went all the way to the Supreme Court was that if you're going to get rid of discrimination like you did, then it needs to be all the way around the board. Oh, you see how crafty that shit was? But what you didn't see, because you so, that's what Allah taught us. And that's why I taught you not to be anti-white or pro-black, so you won't weaponize who you are. Right, you can see things clearly. You live here. Where you from, born? Right. I'm not from, no disrespect, the Congo. I'm not from the Ivory Coast. Those are my family. Why do I need to continue talking about overthrow the government? No, I'm making where I'm at beautiful. Why? Because I'm the natural landlord. Black Africans came here before slavery. They came before Columbus. Yeah. Read them, Ivan Van Sertima and all these other people. Before the Mayflower, Leon Burnett Jr.
The Ice Ages, when
man
was still together.
Yeah. But I'm saying we were here. No, I'm talking about even before that. I'm talking about when Africans were coming from straight West Africa here.
Right.
And teaching the people, our brown seed brothers and sisters, some things here. The Olmec head and all that, the pyramids and all that. Come on, man. Not taking nothing away from the Aztecs, the Incas, and the Mayans, because they did their thing. But go to history a little further.
Right.
We traveled the world. Right, but I'm not going to teach you that. I'm going to leave that part out. That's very important. Right. See? Because the name of the game is to keep you a slave.
Why did the devil teach
To keep our people illiterate. Right. To use you as a tool also a slave. And the only way I can do it is to keep you illiterate. Right.
So we can master you.
Right.
Yeah.
Good. Where you going, sir? You just got here from? Where you going? Law school. Don't go there. Don't go there. They teaching that they hate white people. They teaching white men to devil. We do teach that. Yes, we do. I'll get that in a minute.
Because it's the truth.
Right. Yeah, the people. I can't wait to see these comments. Look, I told you, teacher hate. Yeah.
To graft it.
Yeah. So to keep you from any form of avenue or vessel that's teaching you the truth. There's some black churches there. I ain't got no problem with them. Sometimes I was Universal Parliament. One time I was telling you, black people going in. I said, oh, let me go up in here. Let me go up in here. He tell you see, I mean, I was just power. Let me see what's going on. Yeah, I know his head is in, his ideology is different from mine, but he's right now talking about, listen, man, he's geographically teaching that all these lands that they're talking about in the Bible, these are African names, and he's giving you references and books to read and who these people were. Okay, it tells you right there in the Bible. What did Jesus look like? Literally, white men can't look like feet brass, eyes, hair woolly, and come on. You got 6 ethers, we have 9. Your hair don't look like that,
Right.
like Bonds or Supremes. You don't look, you know Bonds Supreme?
Nah.
Okay, all right, yeah. Yeah, okay.
The Bible tells us we God too, though.
Okay.
Psalms 8, what is it, 8,
Oh.
2, 6?
What?
Yeah, Psalms 82.
Tells
Okay.
you in the Bible.
You say ye children of ye God, ye the most high. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, okay, that's right.
Quoted it too.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. I don't want you right. But and here's the issue with that one. It's a man telling you that. There's no invisible force of being. I'm letting you know. Yeah, there's a most high. Who's the most high? My best knower. If Mega teaching me that. Ezekiel, in the 19th degree, he's the best knower. When I say unto the wicked that thou shalt surely die, thou not warn the wicked, no, speak to warn the wicked, his wicked way to save his life. The same wicked man will die, only me, in his own iniquity, but his blood shall be quiet thy hand. That's Ezekiel chapter 3, verse 18.
That's a man saying that.
Yeah, I'm telling you, this dude gonna die anyway from this gunshot because he's a dummy. But because you didn't warn him or speak to warn, your shit is worse. Because you knew better and didn't do it.
I responded.
Right, yes, God, yes, because that degree is the 19th degree and 1 to 40. It was said, what must be done. So, coming back, and again, now we teach, again, I know it sounds paradoxical here, that we teach, we're not anti-white or pro-black, but history best serves. History. In fact, I ain't gotta go to no black author. Ask me any white author to cite how they have traversed the world, and every person you came in contact with, namely us, man, it was havoc and mayhem. Havoc and mayhem. Yes, it was. Yeah. Count Sivoni, the ruins of empires. This is a white man, historian. Herodotus. They pray to him almost. This Greek historian, right? But and it shows you, the places that they've been, who we are, and what and what was taken from you. So to move forward, and then here we go. Now again, class almost over, but at this time, at 2:58 maybe, somewhere around there. Right now, the game it's still on. Look, like they're doing it right in your face. Bet you woke now. Bet you woke to the fact, right? Because I didn't get the gravity of that yet till God called me. Because you know the reverse affirmative action. So get out of here, man. I looked, sure did. I was, the glass was fell, hat was crooked. I was like, oh, your enemy's formidable.
Yeah.
And then when I looked at the strategy, it was too late. It's already done. How'd I catch you? You didn't want to vote, so I voted my people in. Then when I get my people in, like Trump and them, and those before him, right, I get enough conservative Supreme Court justices. And we get a few, like Sotomayor and a few others that serve the people, right? But it wasn't enough. It'll always be a 5-4 vote because it's more me than it is them. Because you ain't put this person in place. And I get it, Democrats too. I'm a Democrat. They were the first ones to do is filthy. I mean, but because we don't have knowledge power, because you don't know the truth and how it impacts you, you can't walk around equitably. This is my brother, and I appreciate you coming in. We have some African merchants that work here. They come in. Those are our brothers too. But you'd be surprised some of our brothers, man, that are taught. Oh, they ain't. They different. Oh no, you're correct in the sense that there's a cultural difference, absolutely.
Yeah.
I'll be ignorant to say the least. Like I told you what happened to me, absolutely. I lived there all my life. I got off the plane, I'm like, I'm in Africa, because it was an eye-opening experience. It was beautiful. I right? But I still had them customs. Okay? 10 o'clock, them were store. Any stores open around here? Sure did.
Everything
What?
shut down. Everything shut
But they got,
down.
no, they got, no. They got the club, they doing their thing. They doing their thing, just, you need a whip. You need a whip, places. I'm like, okay, bet, and, I'm just, but I also seen later, wow, how he, they loving Jesus there too. Boy, they love the shit out of Jesus there. Ooh, wee. I'm like, no problem. And I'm at their church because I'm their visitor. I'm like, peace to you, okay? I'll be honest with you. Don't get last time I did this. I know I'm on YouTube. They gonna gun me down, right? So I went in there. So they might because we're rhythmic people. Oh, I'm like, yeah, I'm me and the sister, I'm like, but then my mom said, okay, what are you dancing to though? Like, the music is nice, and then the words are, cause who we are, the way it's said, the rhythm. I'm like, I know people saw me then, oh shit, Lost Shaw just turned, he's a Christian now, right? But then, so when I asked the person to church, he said, oh no, he said, well, good, you're in the church. He said, well, God is love, and like the blessings and this and that, religious, spiritual terminologies.
Yes,
I'll be honest with you. So then they're like, okay, let me just slow down now a little bit, because let me, because I'm gonna get blessings. I mean, those things are gonna happen, but not the way you're saying it.
Right.
But I get it. I love what you did. Yeah, I love what you did. Because that's who you are.
Right.
It's just that what you said,
Right.
I got no problem with.
Right.
But but respect. Knowledge means one of the prerequisites of knowledge is look, listen,
Deserve
respect.
and respect. So when you someone home, you respect them. Yeah, okay, I get you. The baby, I had more with the babies with the flag, and we just went in. I was, oh yeah, but that's a whole nother story in class. But just teaching them, you respecting them. You know what I mean? Okay, just thank you, born again. Why the devil keep teach our people live it, not just here, but there, all over.
Broad and home.
Yeah, at home and abroad. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That you handle? Oh, nothing your finger up, okay, yeah.
I got one.
Yeah, sure.
I just want to say one more thing, right?
No, you can.
Knowledge is definitely power, and you know this because why else would the Vatican have 50-something miles of knowledge in their basement that nobody can access but them?
Oh, absolutely good. Okay, so see, I'm glad you're informed, right? Yeah, the Black Madonna and all that. You know what I mean? They don't.
These are the same people that defeated Hannibal and all.
Yes, they did. Right. Well, then, it comes from us introducing arts and sciences to them too.
Right.
See, we get right.
Stolen Legacy.
Yes, thank you, brother. Let me go there by George E.M. James, a good book, Stolen Legacy. How they came to Africa. You know what I mean? Yeah, you need to learn. Oh, there he goes. A lot of once again, a lot of teach us to hate white people, but when you know who you are, when you have a knowledge of who you are, to understand my relationship to everything and everybody in the world. Now I'm gonna say this too. Glad I'm on YouTube. So tomorrow, right, we have this Philly trip. Listen to this one. And so this goes back to what we teach. So they're talking rain, possibly. It rained yesterday morning hard. It rained last night hard. And the day before, right? So you get into those periods, right? So you have some people telling me, I don't know about going to the rain. I'm going to, okay. You have a right to not want to go because, your idea of I don't want to stand out in the park and it's raining, right? But ain't you the true and living God though, man? Right? Don't you agree and say all the above is caused by the Son of Man? Not saying that we do this. That's not happening. Right. But when you understand your relationship,
right?
Like I just told you, you think on your feet. We understand that's natural.
Right.
You need the rain like you need the sun.
Right.
Yeah, no question. The most favorable conditions would be just you hanging out in the sun, and it very well may be. It was supposed to rain now. When you came, was it raining? No. Right. It may do later, it may, whatever case. So my point was, and is, your doubt makes it happen. Now, you're not spooky about that either. When you know who you are, bro, and you know who you are, right, then you understand your relationship. Now, check this one in. I had to drop on the guard. Okay, one more time. It's 17 million.
With the 2 million, and then it's making a total of 19 million.
2 million who?
Indians.
Right. And they're associated with the rain dance. Right? Now, people say, that's spooky. None whatsoever.
Vibration, right?
If you clap, can I finish though? You just, yeah, that's my brother. And I love him, because, right, yeah, right. If you clap your hands hard enough, it gets hot. But now, imagine most of us just in sync, clapping our hands. Your energy. Right, you summon some energy. First of all, it's hot in here. The air conditioners on is still hot in here. That's because we are who we are. Yeah, no question. But but you do enough of that. Your energy resonates into the universe. Above your head is nothing but clouds anyway, moving water. That's what that is. Oh, look, it's a beautiful day. Look at the clouds. Yeah, that's water. It's about to rain on you in a second.
Right.
You know what I mean? But enough people doing that constantly can cause something to happen.
A reaction.
Right. That's the signs of, that input and output of energy.
Yeah.
Right.
So you're not spooking out like we just, I'm not sitting there and, the rain God, please come and rain, give us rain, you know what I mean? Then it's like, oh, sure, look, see? That man. Now, I'm gonna say something. What happens with that is, I forgot the name, it's another good book to read, The Signs and Symbols of Pre-Mortal Man. See, because a lot of times we get caught up in signs and symbols.
Right.
And think that's the actual signs when it's not.
Right.
The symbol represents what the people are actually doing.
Right.
Right. But the symbol, see, if you wear this, that means it don't mean, it means that the brother Sudan and them were doing this.
Right.
See, hit the name, Gift Key. Good name too. We had a brother by the name of Juki. When our older brother was out of Brooklyn. Similar in name, but they not to again kind of lost a little train of thought here, but to come back again, talking about the input and output of energy, but associating the names with the signs and symbols, the Uranus system, like the snake, the eye, on the pyramid, the all-seeing eye. You know what I mean? And then the Masons took and ran with that. All that meant was the third eye is what built it. It was from the mind of the black man that built the pyramid. Simple.
Right.
Oh, it's the eye of the Ophosaurus. It's the eye. Come on, knock it off, man. Knock it off, man. Will you? It's black. My man Ralph and them from up the block did that. You know what I mean? That's what that. But you don't hear nothing about that.
Right.
Right. Oh, you get the symbol. So, look. Because lack of knowledge will have you do that.
Right.
But in lack of knowledge, I laughed too as a young God. Rain dance, that's a mystery God sign, because I was ignorant. You know what I mean? That was. So then I had to learn, the signs of people. Right? And so what I'm saying, going back to that, is knowing who you are in your relationship to the universe. And what happens is, like we do it, right? Well, I've been in parliaments where it rained, right? Then all of a sudden, here come Inf and Majestic in them. Please! Where you going? Please, come back in here. Go, let's get rid of the rain. But the strength of what you said. So you listen, and then what he's saying, like here he goes, the words he puts into the universe ceases that to happen. Okay, that sounds slick. How? Okay. Words are power too.
Sound.
Physical vibration.
Sound, yeah.
Right. You know what I mean? The cohesion of okay. See now what happens is and the justice motivates me to I'm next. Peace! Now, okay, there you go. Right? And then that's resignation to the universe. That energy.
The sound travel.
Yeah, no, I'm not saying that, our degrees tell us what make rain, hail, snow, earthquake. Earth's probably come to water, approximately 3/4 of its surface. The sun and moon have attracting powers on the planet while traveling at a terrific speed of 1,137 to 130 miles per hour on its way around the sun. Sun draws the water up in the Earth's rotation, which causes gravitation to a fineness which the naked eye can hardly detect. As Mr. Sends high creep from other Mr. One different colors of the atmosphere. It's doing now. You couldn't see it. I said, is it raining? No, not now. But Imp knows as I'm walking, water's being drawn up.
Right.
You can't see, you might see, okay, look, because sometimes you see how the clouds look. Sometimes it looks like it's fading. That's water being drawn or being released. Yeah, come on now.
It's a Harley detector, right?
Yeah, Harley, right, there you go, peace, right. Right, so say, well, I want to be fun. But it's same bubbles though. It's same bubbles getting in front of Parliament. Black men go to the mind waiting. What you cried about some water? And then you couldn't think strategically. So of course, man, I'm orchestrating. I said, maybe call my brothers over there because it is, my brother Larry Justice and all them. I said, make out these brothers go on this trip. I said, God, what Toby does do that? That big ass school you got, can we use that?
Plan B?
He said, yeah, God, we said, that's our plan. Peace. See, you think on your feet.
Yeah.
Right? Because we understand this, God, there's nothing spooky about what we do. If it rains so wet, it has to do that. You gotta want that like you gotta want the sun. In fact, let me conclude on this note. God dropped on me, and I like that too. The last, he said, I made sweet love in the rain, but also seen people get hurt and murdered in the sun. I said, wow. I said, okay, God, drop that on me. I said, I'm gonna take that. I'm a Jew thief anyway. So let me take that, God. I'm gonna take that. Got that, man. You know, yeah, that's right. Right, you gotta enjoy your moments and whatever.
Right.
You crying, but it was rain. Yeah, no question. It rained hard. I'm not trying to go out there. Yes,
I kind of found out that it's going to be a new moon in a couple of days. And when that new moon and that full moon be coming, that's when it starts to rain. Because I looked on the news and when I was paying attention to the rain, but I watched when the new moon is coming. New moon is coming on the 17th.
Well, the lunar affects water.
Right.
Of course. That's
Right.
You know,
It affects the water in the body.
Sun and moon.
Yeah, right. That's why they call you lunatic.
Right.
Because it affects the chemicals in your body.
But that's what I'm saying. Why
Yeah, even though lunatic is meaning something else that you
lunar
cognitively
means
impaired.
yes.
Yes. So yeah, okay. So and understanding,
Notice that.
yeah, understanding those signs and
Universal
symbols.
law.
Right.
Huh?
That's universal.
Yes, understand. When you don't understand that, there's no disrespect. Again, we're not here to disparage people.
No.
Peace to the Christian, peace to the Muslim. You want okay, I'm just telling you, there's nothing you could touch, taste, smell, feel, or hear is greater than you, bro.
Right.
If you ain't know nothing else today, remember that one.
Right.
There's nothing
Right.
you could touch, taste, smell, feel, or hear is greater than you.
Right.
They gonna come, I no disrespect, you may even come from a Christian family. Peace, I'm not here to disparage your family. But, when you ask people, hey, Reverend Johnson, how you doing? Let me ask you a question. Yeah. They're taught the science of spiritual rhetoric.
Right.
Or they nice with it.
Right.
Woo!
Like
I walk by faith and not by sight. Oh, they nice with it. Yeah. I walk by faith, not by. He's gonna guide me. Oh man.
That's what Reverend Shah then violated my rights with that sin.
So, and understanding that, okay, right? But just like I told the people, when the negativity impact us, right? I'm no disrespect. When negativity impact us, right? Well, first of all, we saw the need to come together. I'm going back to that time when in many instances, for that matter, where we've had to sit down as a people to discuss. Black people. I'm kidding about you being Christian and Muslim and whatever. You black.
Come together.
Right. Okay, so because it's affecting, nothing came about you. Jesus mean nothing to me here. Muhammad and them and Allah taught you in 1964, you black. And yeah, I killed your brother, what? Right? See, and now the reason why again, I'm sorry, the Black Lives Matter thing was effective because when you knocked in, one of the cries was also, you gonna stop doing that one. You gonna stop killing us and then kill my brother and then want me to march peacefully. No, wait! Yes, we killed Rod's brother. But go to the activist Tony, please, march peacefully. March peacefully, you know what I mean? Come on now. You mean, come on, you killed his brother. And then you demon heels and get nothing, he walks around and, you know, we're not promoting and taking so much, but we done with that one.
Right.
And it's against the law to break the law. You just did that because you just, whatever.
Thought you was the law, above the law?
So, again, so knowledge, studying is important and internalizing the study and how it applies, going all the way back to our thing with the different knowledges, making them apply, you know what I mean, to enrich you, to enrich your life, you know what I mean, that's what's important, and that's what law did. Listen, okay, I know where you are, go to school, go there, because, and be involved in these things, so that won't happen to you, see, because you're looking at power equality.
Allah sees everything.
Allah see everything, mumble that. Power equality, Allah see everything. Yeah. That's what peace means, that's the acronym, right? Even though the definition is the universal language recognized by the nation of gods and earth, Allah's 5%, right? It's the absence of all confusion, right? But power equality, Allah see everything is the acronym, or one of the many acronyms.
Yeah, because positive education activates creative elevation.
Yeah. So, but when I use the positive power equality, Allah see everything, I mean that you see everything.
See.
And because I'm at peace.
That's peace.
I'm at peace here, but I'm not stupid neither.
Right.
I don't think because I'm giving you peace. When I greet the ignorant, I greet them in peace. Greet my enemy. You know what I mean? But I'm seeing things around me because the knowledge is awakening me, and I get it. But don't think for a minute that I'm stupid. You know what I mean? Because I said peace. They about peace. They don't want it. No, but I'm not a savage.
I'm a sucker.
Right. But I'm a civilized man. Right, and in fact, I'm thinking 5 and 6 moves ahead. I already knew when I shook your hand what you was going to already think. Right? Peace, how you doing? Look at him. Talking that peace shit. Look at him. I know, but already I already set up 5 by the back door. Okay, no problem, sir. We just want to know why you don't want. Yeah, we don't want you niggas in our school. Okay, no, you know what? Not a bad idea. Not a bit. Now you go back to creating your own schools, your own universities. Right? Then you start speaking languages like, okay, listen, man, when we want to help you, you can, but it's about my cultural commitment to my people. I need my people in Harlem and Brooklyn and Chicago. I need all of them to help me. You can help me when we get to this particular point. Yeah, because your help ain't nothing, because you curtail our struggle, and then once I'm sorry again, Tony, I apologize. Yeah, and then once we get back, push it up. And then once we get back to, big brother.
You want to step in, man?
Right? See, I got in the door, and you came in behind me. Right? So Journey Truth, who was a black female abolitionist during the period in slavery when Susan B. Anthony and them were around. White woman Susan B. Anthony told them to fight for women's rights. But so Journey Truth was making massive headways. So they invited her to come, opposite word, to come to this event. So she said, can I speak next? What? You get no opposition. He said, damn, ain't I a woman too? Fuck, man, you know what I mean? So she so I'm saying even then, but when she opens the doors, like, and others like her, you and everybody else, right? Here I come curtailing that struggle. I get on there. I help you only because I have an agenda. I'm seeing with Justice Infamega and Jabari and Bourne, because they make their names is associated all over the globe with this particular struggle. So I'm in the background. Yes, I'm with them. See my head? I'm over here. Washington. Yeah, see? Look, hey.
Make sure
And
that.
so then the question comes, this camera he has here, that's a mean thing. So now they see your face. Excuse me, who are you? Oh, well, we're from the XYNFLO community, and we are also with them, and we need to come, and we need to so-and-so. Oh, what's that about? Oh, see, the camera's on me now. Our cause, like theirs, is
Peace.
whatever.
Yeah.
So now, the Times, the Daily News, the AM Journal gets the buzzworthy. And so people calling you now. So and then here's exactly what happens. What about information? Anyway, so anyway, my cause, as I told you, the XYNLB is we're here to try to do XYZ. Yeah. See what I'm saying? So you move. Then I get in.
Yeah, your movement.
Everybody's gotten in on our struggle. Everybody's gotten in on our struggle. And then, I'm sorry, I'm still concluding this note.
That's why the vibes are here.
Yeah, who?
No, go ahead.
You said the who?
The vibes. On our struggle, we build this.
Oh, yeah.
That's
So,
another subject.
yeah, absolutely. So, again, my point is,
The curtail.
the curtailing struggle, but more importantly, I want to say, having the knowledge of self. Having the knowledge of self, right? Because when you do, again, I get it, right? But then a 5%er, man, everything's supposed to be shown and proved with him or her. Okay, please, you come. In fact, we partner with the community, right? You partner with us, and you come on, man. We're not here. We're not narrow-minded. This is exactly who we are. It's what we teach. Well, I don't bear witness, so don't listen. Don't come then. Okay, please. What's your home and function? Do that. Right. Yeah. Why does the devil call our people African? Separate.
Yeah.
We separate. Why does the devil keep and teach our people illiterate? They use it for a tool, also a slave. Right. So that's your prefix entitlement. When you start talking about, again, lastly, and I said a lot of things here today, so did y'all. But if it's nothing else, start talking about getting people together and get them together. Woo! You a threat then. All that. See, I'm talking. I may have sounded nice. I mean, he's intelligent, but let me start getting some people. That means nothing to him. I heard that rhetoric before. That means nothing.
Yeah.
That was yay. He gonna end the course and I'm gonna kill 3 more than. Right now, let me get y'all together. We build stores and communities. Not like food for us, by us. You know what I mean? Literally. I'm getting tired of white men to take the Versace off. Man, take that off. Take off this and take off me too. I'm wearing 10. You know what I mean? Take off. Yeah, go find your people and support them.
Yeah, we'll have our stores.
17 million plus 2 million is 4 billion, 400 million. Imagine all you overnight. What do you want? Actually, nothing. We doing it on our own.
Right.
You ain't no me coming back to you.
No, the trader is extinct.
Yeah, there you go. But thank you everybody for coming. Born,
thank you.
Wild and
Gift key.
gift key, yeah. And the Ivory Coast.
Yeah.
And but they're in France.
Yeah. My parents are born in Ivory Coast, but I was born in France.
France. Okay.
France.
And you, how long you been here?
I've been here since the 5th of July.
July. Okay.
And
okay.
came back in Paris 25th.
I'm going back to Paris on the 25th.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm just hoping I'm a little bit longer. You came to the Parliament. Yeah, Fort Greene. But that's okay. Come back to us, bro.
Okay.
Come back to us, man. Beautiful man. Tell your people, man, you know, our people love them too, man.
The black.
That's right, the black, you our family. Yeah, you speak French and speak it well, right? But you my brother nonetheless. Right, and see, there ain't no separation here. And that's what we teach, the 5%.
Right.
No, we see, the flag is our flag. And you'll see a black and gold on the flag, on our flag. Okay, it goes on here too. But that's more illustrative there.
Yeah.
And our brother who designed that flag,
It's
his
a
name was Shah.
representation of the original family, Sunrise
Right.
Star.
Okay, good. Can I?
Black
can I-
man, black women, black
Do
child,
you
held
mind?
together by God and love.
Do you mind?
Peace, God.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what the rap flag
Yeah,
represents.
but I'm trying to tell him that, but you just keep
Peace,
it right.
God. No, nice meeting.
Okay, so, okay,
Can you get that from you, God, please?
yeah, the gold and the black is the uniting of the seeds on the flag. In the black family, you know.
Thank you, God.
Because, you know, there are different hues of us, well, different shades.
Yeah.
Dark, brown, whatever, but they my brothers nonetheless. Yes, I know there's different brothers from Venezuela, from France, from the Ivory Coast, whatever, but these are all my brothers. Again, like our degrees teach, we are made to think that we are different. Yeah, there is a difference culturally. Yes, because you speaking Spanish, whatever, but we're binded by the same tree. You know what tree that is?
No.
Yeah, on your homeland.
Yeah.
That's the birthplace of civilization, of the world, of human beings. And everybody's root is to that.
Right.
You know, and the law understood that. Which is why he taught us not to get caught up and weaponize your blackness. I don't hate you because you're white, but I understand what was done to us was heavily traumatic. But you know, again, we here, man, welcome. You know what I mean? And pleasure. And peace to everybody, man. And I'll be with y'all and see y'all.
Would you be
if Mecca did this.